trapped in my Electroweb. What's up, everybody? Today, as I just said moments ago, I am going to be preparing some lunch for myself and my glorious, beautiful wife. Um, I'm going to be making some fried chicken. I'm going to see if I can find a good camera angle though, because I'm not going to be able to hold the phone the whole time. So let's see how I can figure this out.
Is this the chicken you're going to fry?
That's in fact the chicken I'm going to fry.
No, look.
No, probably not. I would imagine not that one. Okay, so as you can see, I literally don't have anything out yet, but I did have my wife thaw some chicken for me. We're going to get some potatoes nice and chopped up. Oh, you're fine, hon. Okay, just go ahead and get going here, I guess.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I'm trying to make your workspace clear.
It's already not very clear. Alright. Wash our potato. Always make sure you wash your vegetables before you use them. You don't know what kind of treatment they've had at the grocery store. I don't know if you guys saw the freaking or heard about the little TikTok meme that was going around where people would go get a can of Raid and start just spraying the produce. It's completely ridiculous, but it is a thing that happened. So we're gonna prep our French fries first. I will show you my chopping technique. So what you're gonna want to do is be a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and then you just no, I'm kidding. Could you imagine that? Like if my karate chops were that powerful? I couldn't. I honestly couldn't. I'm not very strong, but it would be super cool. All right. So you're gonna take a potato and you want to slice it long ways. Make sure you leave some room in between because you want to have like some nice friability, right? Friability. Yep, friability. That's what we're going with. Friability. So don't slice them too thin like I just did there. Anyways, how's it going in Wonderland today? I know I can't even see the chat. My phone's at such a weird angle. But there we go. See, so that should be good chops for French fries. I'm just gonna make one potato's worth, but yeah, because that should get us quite a few. All right, we're also gonna get out our oil and start getting one of these pans heating here, just so you can see. You want to put enough oil in the pan to fully kind of, not like necessarily entirely submerge the French fries, but you do want a decent amount of oil in here. So that's probably a good amount. I don't know if any of y'all have been watching any drama things lately. I've been watching a lot of political things. That's kind of my new drama. So I don't really have anything to say about like LCU related things, which is good. I think we've kind of done away with the whole beef between WonderLand and LCU, and I can appreciate that because honestly, I think it was getting kind of tiresome. And it seems like everybody's kind of evolving and kind of going their own way. And you know what? I can certainly appreciate that. So there we have 3 nice long French fries. Look at this. See, look at that. Don't those look good? Move those to the side. And we will do the exact same thing with the next potato. I know this might be boring. Maybe I should put on music or something. Should I like dance while I'm chopping potatoes? This is the chopping potato dance. And it's also the chopping potato dance song. Talks about chopping potatoes and being a song and also dancing at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of weird to try to talk and like explain your method and not sound like you're really boring. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not even gonna keep talking about like what I'm doing because you guys can clearly see that what I'm doing is chopping potatoes, and we're not gonna get a time lapse here. Why? Because this is all live, baby. Live, baby, live. It's gonna be real thick potatoes. They're probably gonna be really good. I'm not gonna lie. And then after we get through this step, I'm going to bread the chicken and open some eggs. Honestly, French fry cut though for potatoes, I feel like is my least favorite way of cutting up potatoes because it just feels so massively time consuming. I got some little thin guys because I cut like the first 3 slices so thin. And you know what? My dumb butt didn't even turn on the heat, so let's turn on the heat. We're gonna want that oil more before we toss those in there. Boom, French fries, look at that. Let me slice that a little bit more oblong here. Okay. And then what I like to do is we're going to season these right now, except for salt. Salt and pepper go on last because those are going to go on after they're cooked because they're just better that way. But I do have some of my favorite spices. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I managed to catch that. What a damn. Let's go. W's in chat for me catching that. Not that I can see the chat, but I love you guys all the same. So I've got onion powder. Sprinkle some of that on there. And of course, the magnum opus of almost anything, we got our garlic powder. I'd say just put on generous amounts. And then we have Creole seasoning because honestly, it says it's good on everything. It's good on everything. I like it. You can blame my wife for introducing me to that. Check our oil. But it's still pretty cold. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to move that to the side for now. We will get out our thawed chicken. Move my sunglasses here. And I'm going to get out 2 mixing bowls. I'm going to show you 2 different methods. So I'm going to make one into strips and then the other one we're just going to cook like full like that. So not to toot my own horn or anything, but I kind of am the best at opening eggs. I never get shells in my stuff. I'm kind of the pinnacle of peak egg opening. Watch now, I'm going to screw it up and I'm going to get nothing but shell in here. Boom, there's one. Perfectly intact eggshells. And dose. That's 2 in another language that I don't speak. Probably. I couldn't tell you. I'm not actually sure. You're kidding. It was probably Spanish. I think I heard that once when I was Just a little baby right before I crossed the border. I'm getting out flour, which we will need. And then we're going to whip up our eggs because we don't want those staying in solid yolks there. So you can see. I'll give you guys a more overhead view here in a second. I'm by no means a professional chef, by the way, so if this looks like I would get freaking targeted by like the health food guys, then I probably would. But this is for personal consumption anyways. So, there's my little eggies. Right in there. So, you know what? I think our French fries are almost ready to put on. And then in this one is going to be flour with all of our seasoning for the chicken. Yummy. Honestly, put like a generous amount in there because you're going to be using a decent amount of it. I don't know. I can't help but feel like when it comes to the flour part, you always end up wasting some of it. But that's about how much I put in. This is a rather large bowl. And in this one, we're going to put our salt. Just a rather generous amount because you're not really going to season those afterwards except for with your sauce of choice. And then our pepper. I don't do onion on this one. Onion's way better on potatoes. But some garlic. And of course our Creole seasoning. Yummy. I like that one a lot. Also guys, I did get hotspot on my phone, so I might try to do a game stream later. I really want to do a Pokemon Soul Link with my wife. And I think she's definitely game for it as well. So, keep an eye out. I'll make an announcement for that and everything. But hopefully we can do something with that and it'll work on my hotspot. We'll see though. Alright, there we go. We've got our French fries going. Okay, I'm going to move this so you guys can see me slice up one of these pieces of chicken. I'm not going to season it right now because it's going to get seasoned by the flour. But for this one, we're going to make this one into like chicken strips. We're going to do the same technique we did with the potatoes. We're just going to cut them into long strips. Kind of thick, but not super thick. Well, man, I guess these are kind of thick. These are thick like my thighs. So thick. Yeah, that one's gonna be a chunky boy. I feel it. All right. And these are gonna need to go right on the pan too. So we're gonna do the same kind of technique that we did with the fries. We're gonna fill that second pan up with oil. This one we do again want mostly submerged. And we also want it preheated by the time we put the chicken in there, it's already starts bubbling real good. Make sure you wash your hands. You don't want to like super cross contaminate anything. I'm not using multiple meats or things that are like gonna go back into storage or I'm not retailing anything. But keep your hands clean. That'll make the cleanup process a lot easier as well. Alright, so let's get our oil back out. Get that little bad boy full of some oil there. They're going. They smell divine, by the way. Absolutely delicious. So, I don't have unfortunately, I only have a small pan, like a small like kitchen area. So I'm gonna have to do the big piece later. But we are done with our knife for now. So we'll put that away. So this is our egg. Start by putting your chicken in your egg here. I probably should have waited for this to heat up better. But oh well, I didn't. And then those two little pieces are going to go right into the flour. And you're going to cover them up. Get them all covered in that concoction of seasoning and flour. And they're going to turn out looking like this. I'm going to make a mess of flour all over my counter, but it's okay, I'm going to clean it. Alright, so this isn't done. This is just step one. You're going to throw them back in the egg. Coat them again. And then back into the flour they go. And you can rinse and repeat on this too. You can do it as many times as you want. I usually end up only doing it like 3 times. But believe me, it makes a difference. Like it makes a huge difference in like the amount of puffiness that you're gonna actually get when they start cooking. Alright, so that's the 3rd time. And look at these bad boys. They're looking good. We'll just drop that one. I'm really gonna have a lot to clean up here. And we're gonna do that for all the other pieces of chicken. Hopefully that was enough eggs. I used double what I made last time, but I used the same amount of chicken. But for some reason this piece looked a lot bigger than the one I used last time, so we will see. What should I talk about while I'm doing something that I've already explained? Did you guys hear freaking ICE used a 5-year-old kid, I think it was in Texas, to freaking try to lure out his family? His dad freaking up and like ran away. And then they freaking used this kid to try to lure out the rest of the family from the house. And then freaking ended up detaining the father and the child and sent them both to, I think it was like San Antonio, like to a detention center. So not only is the father apprehended and arrested, but the child is as well. Who was already registered, going to school. I imagine if he was born here, he's a citizen. Like, what the heck kind of world are we living in? Where freaking we have essentially like, what, glorified like mall security guards going around and arresting children. Like, that is not okay. And it wouldn't happen under anybody else other than freaking Donald Trump. Like, you can't tell me that there would be another president that would be like, oh my god, it's such a good idea for us to attack Greenland, blah blah blah. Also arrest that child, he looked at me weird. But you couldn't get it from anybody else. I literally don't think that there's been another freaking president of the United States that's been as fucking delusional as this freaking Cheeto gremlin. I'm sorry, I hate him so freaking much. And I know a lot of you in the chat, maybe, well, I don't know. I actually don't. But regardless of your political opinion, there is one thing we can all enjoy. And that is good food, good company. Keep your loved ones safe out there, guys. It is a scary, scary world that we're living in right now. But yeah, just about done with this chicken here. I don't know how much more room I got in my pan there, so these might just have to get set to the side for now while we wait and cook. And then I will maybe flip my french fries because they look like they're about ready to. F it, we ball, right? Let's try to get these all in there. Okay. Okay, hands are clean and everything is cooking now. So yum, 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 yum. That is a doughy, eggy mess. And this flour, I don't have any other use for it, so it's just going to be something. If there is something else I could ever do with that, let me know. As far as I know, it's just waste. So. Start off by cleaning our cutting board here. Get that all nice and soapy. And now that that is clean, give it a drop. And then go back our bowl. Alright, let's flip these french fries. What do you say? Alright, we're getting some color on them now. They're still smelling absolutely delicious. We're just going to keep cleaning up while everything else sits there and cooks on the heat. Even though it's only one thing at a time, every little bit is closer to your goal of having a clean kitchen and some exquisite food at the end of this beautiful little delicious taco. Because I'll be honest, it smells so good. Oh my god. I am so ready for this. I don't know what to say. But yeah, how's everyone been today? Hopefully you all are doing alright. Had a pretty good morning myself. I just got back from work to come do the stream and have lunch. This is what I was going to be doing anyway, so I figured I might as well stream it for since it was a stream a week, or a stream every single day. Exactly at my lunchtime. I usually try to like sneak in eating before the stream when I had a freaking setup that was working. But I do have a setup, like my setup works, don't get me wrong. But the internet at this hotel is absolute hot garbage, and it does not work. My dad did get me unlimited hotspot though, so I'm hoping that the mobile data will be enough for me to live stream on. And like I said, we'll check that out later. Oh, alright. Now why don't we look at our fried chicken over here? I think that's about ready to flip. So let's see what we can figure out. Oh, I wish it would all just stick together. Let's see, look at that. That looks delicious. Oh, come on, get off that one piece. There we go. There we go. There you go. Yeah, look at that. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. That chicken's looking bomb. Like, absolutely delicious. Now I'm gonna go back to cleaning my dishes. Cleaning my dishes. I'm gonna get my mixing bowls ready for round 2, okay? Yeah, that chicken looks so good. That's mouth-watering. It's like legit. Alright, level 1. Ready for action. Watch. Check this out. Look at this chicken. Wait. There we are. Look at that. Yum. Am I right or am I right? Alright. We're not actually microwaving it. We're just going to put it in the microwave. Keep it warm. Let me see. I'm going to take a look at the chat. Oh no. Wait, why is my volume not working? Did I do this whole stream without volume? Hello? Alright, y'all there? If y'all can hear me, feel free to say something in the chat. I will try to look at it and make sure. But is my volume back? Are we good? Oh, all you heard was sizzling. I mean, it's sizzling goodness. It's like going into a Waffle House. Right? All you hear is the delicious sizzle of deliciousness. Oh man, this piece might need to be microwaved again, actually. You know what? I'm gonna wash this piece of chicken. I know, this is weird. It had paper towel stuck to it. Okay. I'm gonna put that in our hand. You know what? I bet I know why you were hearing the sizzling, because you're right by the fries. So that would actually make tons of sense. All right.
If you want to come here for a second, I can show you how you could hear it.
Oh, no, I'm still streaming. You were good, huh? I did change the audio source, so you guys should be coming out of the actual phone now. But I don't know if that's better or worse. But it's okay. The sizzling is almost all done anyways, because those fries should be done. Oh no! I just got flour all over myself. It's alright. It's okay, it's just flour, right? It's not... It's not like dirt or mud or... the blood of innocent children. I'm kidding. That took a weird dark twist there. Don't listen to me. I don't know why he said that. I think I'm possessed. No, there's more flour on me. Oh well, whatever, it's good, fine. Okay. I'm not gonna make it this big anymore. Let's make it a mess. Alright, there we go. Now that that's in, now that I've made a mess of myself. see, now my storage plate can be washed as well. What am I gonna need? I don't think anything else. Okay, just this for right now. Okay, so we've got our chicken going, our big piece. I think our French fries are about done. I'm gonna wash some of this flour off myself real quick. There we go. That was a weird look, right? It was like I antiqued myself or something. Alright. Get these French fries in our container here. Yum. Look at those. Those look so good. And now, this is the part where you put your salt and pepper on your fries. It's like the most likely to actually taste it. Let me wipe down this counter a little bit. Okay. Wow. Some salt. And some pepper. Get a good finished shot of these potatoes. Look at those. I mean, I got a little displaced there, but looking good. Alright, now I'm going to do some plating. I don't do anything real fancy for this, but we just try to get it all on there, right? Got 2 plates, one for me, one for my wife. These pieces are way bigger than last time, which is kind of awesome. We don't have any fancy sauces right now or nothing. So, we have ketchup. How much one of these are you going to want? Alright, she doesn't get to choose. I'll get her the one that has the 3 pieces. And she's not a spicy gal, so she don't like it spicy. Then we're almost out of ketchup right now. That's okay. Because I also like mine with sriracha. Boom. And there we go. That's the finished shot right there. French fries, fried chicken strips. I am going to clean up the kitchen after I eat. I kind of left a mess. And I'll show you guys the finished product when it comes to that big piece of chicken too. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I think Gemini's live, so go watch Gemini. Love you guys. I hope you had fun. Bye.